Hello guys, and welcome to the latest episode of Toy Reviews. And for today's episode we are covering Transformers Energon Mirage. And I'm gonna do something special for this episode. I'm actually not gonna show his vehicle mode because the transformation is overly complicated and it is a huge mess. His vehicle mode is okay in the Energon, but it's just not worth the entire fucking process of transforming him. It is a pain in the ass. But here is a picture of what he looks like in his alternative vehicle mode. So as you can see, nothing really fancy. It's okay, I suppose. I prefer his original form as Tidal Wave, and yes, this is Tidal Wave in his refit form or upgrade version, even though he is more powerful in this mode, but looks-wise, I think this guy is quite a nerf, because Tidal Wave is far more badass than this guy. He's just as stupid as Tidal Wave, so whatever. Now, as for his robot mode, I kinda like it. I like the colors. It has a Energon feel to it, and for those who know the Energon-esque feel, we know how awfully weird it is, but it is okay, I suppose. It is color rich and attractive in that way, but otherwise there's nothing fancy. He has, as all the other Decepticons on the Energon show, he has his hyper mode. The Decepticons have their hyper mode, while the Autobots have their combination spark mode. The idea of a hyper mode for the Decepticons, I think it's kind of cool idea. It doesn't really transform them that much, but it still gives you a couple of more functions to the bots. So let's start. You begin by folding out these arms. As you can see, I kind of like the gun arms. It kind of reminds me of Sideways from the Armada show, having two gauntlet blasters like this. I kind of like it. Yes, you begin by folding out these, so he'll have like massive wings for hands. You can either fold them up like this, but nah, that's not... Well, you can fold them like this, I suppose, but well, you can pretty much fold them any way you like. But on the show, if he would use his hyper mode in robot form, he usually just uses it as in his vehicle mode. But then you deploy the guns back on his massive backpack here, and that gives off a little sound effect. Again, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't have the missiles that are supposed to go in there. I have two of them in his gauntlet blasters, but unfortunately I couldn't find those that belong in his shoulder blasters. But these give a sound effect as well. So yeah, nothing super fancy there. I do have a couple of problems with it. Okay, that's it. Do have a couple of problems with this figure, and that is that he transforms into a sort of a warship boat looking. Yeah. And the problem is that he has chunks of boat hanging off of his ass, and that's pretty annoying. He has somewhat trouble standing upright, but it's not too bad. It's sort of hard to handle the shit with one hand. But you can use this as back support, but if you want him to stay in your shelf, definitely place these upwards. He looks a lot cooler, and you save a lot of space from doing so. So yeah, nothing's really special about Mirage. He has weirdly placed light piping inside of his head, which is really ineffective since it's so covered up. It's just a small entry port. But the combination of colors I think is cool, but it's a little weird looking. But yeah, I would say he is not worth acquiring. He's definitely not worth acquiring, but if you want to have a total and complete collection, go for him, but otherwise stay away. He is not really worth it. Play-wise, he is pretty boring, so yeah, that's it about Mirage. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time on Toy Reviews.